And it is Tego and Tracy Venturi with the Venturi Group of Real Broker here in Albuquerque. And if you want to reach us, it's 448-8888. Appreciate being on the Kiva all these years, Tracy. Episode
445.
445. Yeah. So, Tracy, this week, we want to talk about Parade of Homes this weekend. We've got the latest market data for Albuquerque, my favorite thing, market
very
data.
Exciting.
I know.
The Statomatic at work.
Yeah, so we got the April data on what happened with the housing market. And it's pretty interesting. We kind of have a tale of two markets, sales, unit sales as well as prices, and it's different. So we'll get into that. You want to talk about tax assessments? They just came out. We can hit on that.
For Bernalillo County.
For Bernalillo County. They were delayed. And then, Tracy, we also have some featured homes you want to talk about.
I really want to start there, too.
Okay, let's go there.
Okay, so we just put on the market this week one of the most beautiful properties that I've seen in a long time. It's at the very south end of Corrales on 2.5 acres. It's on Camino Los Árboles Verde.
Yeah.
Not Camino.
Yeah.
It's just the typical what you say for Corrales, right?
Exactly.
Los Árboles Verde, Corrales, new on the market. Check it out on our website, welcomehomeabq.com. It's listed for $1,399,500. It's 3,600 square feet on 2.5 acres, but just really high quality, really great floor plan. The yards and the grounds are just beautiful. It's got the grassy areas. It's got this meandering pondish sort of
That's a water feature. I saw
water
in the
feature,
photos,
but it's just lovely. It's not just a little round thing, right?
Yeah.
It kind of meanders through the grass. It has this amazing outdoor living room, kitchen, mountain views. It has an orchard. It has a sandbox area. It's kind of got something for everyone.
Really special property in Corrales. And I had not had a chance to go and look at it, but our team went over and toured it the other day. You and the team I heard it was spectacular. And so that one's new on the market just this week, and it's priced at what?
$1,399,500.
Okay.
So we also put another one on the market this week that's pretty unique and special as well. 3 Kennedy Lane in Cedar Crest. And that property is on 6.51 acres. So 6.5 acres. It's a 4,700 plus square foot home, and it has an indoor pool. And that one is listed around $750,000. So if you're looking for something very secluded, private, in the East Mountains, but fairly close in Kennedy Lane. And, that one's available as well. Just feel free to call us. We'd be happy to tell you more about it and even schedule a showing for you. The other I want to remind folks of is we have 34 acres for sales just south of Los Lunas in Los Chávez. And it's a variety of different parcels from 2 to 4 acres. And so you can buy it all or you can buy one lot. And that's pretty nice, too. It's in a beautiful area of the valley.
It is. It's a really pretty spot.
Nice properties around it.
We were down in that area and stopped by it the other day, and it's beautiful, irrigated, your typical valley property. Really nice. Really
okay.
Nice. Yeah.
And let's tell the truth, Tego. It was date night. That's what we do on date night, right?
It was date night.
Yeah. We go down and see the land we have listed and go eat. We went to Morisco's Altamar in Los Lunas.
It was really good.
It's like Mexican seafood restaurant.
Yeah. Well,
there's one at Coors just south of
I-40. Right.
Yeah.
Same people.
Same.
Anyway, yeah, that was good.
Okay. One other. Sorry.
I love that. We just got to say, there's Mexican food. There's new Mexican food, right? Let's not get that confused. I always tell people we have new Mexican food. It's different. And then there's that Baja style Mexican food, and that's what that is. And
right.
It was really good stuff.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was a great night out, date night. Thank you. We also have 516 Arno Street, new on the market right now, $425,000. It's going to have an open house tomorrow on Sunday from 1 to 3. So if you want to go and see that home, it is definitely available. It's one of those really quaint, I don't know. I looked at the photos of it and I went, what a charming, property. It's in really nice shape with some nice features and updates. So there's the special properties to mention for today.
Awesome, Tracy. Yeah, there's There is a limited number of homes on the market, and we'll talk about that right now. That's kind of the story. And when we look at the real estate market in the Albuquerque area, we have kind of some unusual things here. And I'm actually, if you're watching us on video, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share here so you can see what the chart says. And if we look at the closed sales, the number of homes actually selling in April, it's down 31% from April of last year. So that's, actual closings. And April of last year was actually down a little bit from the year before that, even though last spring, as we remember, was
Frenetic.
That's
Yeah.
a good word.
Busy.
Busy.
So I know you've got a bunch of stats, but let me
Yeah.
stop you there for a
Okay.
minute. So down, what'd you say, 31% over last year, same month?
This
April.
is closed sales units. Yes.
So I know without a doubt that there are buyers out there that want to buy homes because we have buyers waiting for homes to be on the market. So some of that 31% is definitely just a supply problem.
100%. No doubt about it. And I'm glad you bring that up, because the other stat that was really, let's say, eye-popping, or I don't know how you put it, but it's newly listed. These are people putting homes on the market. And, I've been saying now for a few months that generally we see a surge of new properties come on the market in April and May. And so far,
Not a lot.
Not really. And look at this stat, Tracy. We're down 35% in the number of new homes being listed in April versus April of last year. So people they're just not moving as often. And we've talked about this, and I think a lot of people recognize this whole idea that people are locked in at these amazingly low mortgage rates if they purchased in 2021 or even early 22,
or refinanced.
And so it's kind of hard for somebody to step away from that if they're happy where they're at.
Right.
And so,
of course, our advice always to a lot of people is to keep that house and make it a rental.
Yeah.
Keep that locked in low
absolutely.
rate and buy the house that you want.
Yeah.
But not everybody's up to that, and not everybody's able to do that. But we're seeing a lot more of that.
Well, and the thing, I think I see a lot of housing pundits talk about real estate and like buying and selling a stock, right? It's not. It's a lifestyle choice. You make lifestyle decisions, and yeah, maybe it's going to be another $500 a month, but if that's what you need for your lifestyle, for your family, that's what's going to happen. But just from a data standpoint, the number of homes being listed is down quite a bit. The number of pending sales in April was down only about 11%, so not a huge move. But the other big number that I thought was interesting was the days on market, Tracy. And so
how long it takes from a house going available for sale to under contract with an accepted offer.
Correct. So that's days on market to pending. Median was 5 days in April. So that means
50%.
50% of the homes were under contract, pending, whatever you want to call it, within 5 days. And the thing is, if you filter out, I did a filter and I filtered out new construction. And as you know, new construction, a lot of times, the average days on market is much higher for those, because a lot of times they're not finished when they go into the system and as a new.
They're not. Yeah, they're still finishing the build on them.
Right. They're not move-in ready, and that's very common. So if you filter that out, it's actually 4 days on market, median days on market.
Yep, they're moving
and I
fast.
talked about this a few weeks ago too here on the radio show, but things are going fast. And I mean, what do you sense with the team? And you're helping people and working them with offers and doing that. We're seeing a lot of offers being written, right?
We are. And generally what we're seeing, Tego, is 6-7 offers within the first day to 2 days on the market, and then off the market, I was going to say, within 3 days on those ones that are having multiple offers. And some agents are holding them, holding all offers for a few days, which might be skewing that data also.
Yeah.
But, the fact of it is, what I've seen really clearly is a house that's showing that it's been on the market for like 30 days or more has a stigma already, and people are wanting to make a deal on it because they're saying, wow, the market says in 5 days or 4 days, this house should already be under contract and for sale. So when it goes a couple weeks, the buyers and the agents I've seen are saying, well, maybe we can go in a little low, or we don't have to ask them to, we don't have to waive appraisal, or we don't have to take it as is, or a lot of those things that we're having to do to be the one that gets selected as when it's multiple offers. We don't have to do on those ones that have been on the market for a few weeks. The buyers are getting a little better edge on it.
And at the same time, it's, there's homes that have been on the market for 30, 60, 90 days. And, the takeaway there is you can't just ask any price, right? It still has to be in the range of the market, right?
For the location, condition,
yep,
all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the stuff we say over and over and over again.
Yep.
All right. A couple other data points from the April data as we're looking at it online here. Price per square foot. And I say this all the time. I like the price per square foot number because it filters out, kind of bigger and smaller houses, and the median kind of might get off. But right now we're up 1% in price per square foot from April of last year. And I was curious about that because, we had a big price surge in April last year and May of last year. But now we're still at, we're having this year over year gain in price. And if we look at median price, we hit 336,000. Now, that's across the entire metro Albuquerque area, and that's both single family detached and single family attached homes. So depending on what data you're looking at, but I just doing it more for comparison, and that's up 2.5% from April of last year. So year over year prices are up now, and they've continued. Year over year prices have continued to be up for a long time. We did see some shift from May through December. It pulled back a little bit, but now starting in January, we've seen prices go up every year. So the takeaway on this April data is that the number of homes selling is down. The number of homes coming on the market is down. The number of pendings is down, but prices continue to be,
they're steady or on the rise ahead.
Yeah, steady or on the rise, and year over year they continue to be up. Not at the pace that we've seen though in the past 2.5 years.
Right.
So that's a good thing. The double digit year over year price appreciation, it's unsustainable. I like this 2.5%, 3%, 4%.
It's healthier.
Yeah.
So Tego, we sure appreciate you being the Statomatic and keeping us updated on all this data and things that are relevant to our listeners. And obviously we want to make sure they know that they can find you on YouTube. You do updates online every Monday and on Facebook.
Yep.
So if you want to get that information, it's there because you do that for us, as well as being a resource for so many people. They reach out to you regularly. Let's talk Spring Parade of Homes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Parade of Homes.
Okay. homesoфenchantmentparade.com is the website. It's this weekend is the last weekend of the Spring 2023 Parade of Homes. So Parade of Homes typically is new homes that are just built. They have not been lived in yet. And the builders want to show them off and show you what they can build. And they hope that you'll want to use them when you're ready to buy or build custom homes, right? The event is 11 to 5, Saturday and Sunday. And it's the last weekend of it. And you can find all the houses online. They have an app you can download and all sorts of stuff. The featured signature builder this year is Sun Mountain Construction. And they build just a stunning custom home. Yep. Probably, from what I've heard, they're probably a ways out in being able to accept new clients, but that's fine. If you want to build a beautiful custom home, go see their house. I know Las Ventanas, a great builder, has a house that's available to go and view in the far northeast. So I wouldn't miss that one. And then lots of others.
Sun Mountain's Norm
Schreifel,
I think is his name. And then Las Ventanas is Scott Ashcraft, great builder. The thing that I like about this is that these are, a lot of local builders. We have Twilight Homes, right, which is a
they have best value
builder. They have the Best Value Homes as well as Twilight Homes. They have two brands. So it's good, get out, meet the builders, talk to them, see what they've got going on. Hey, and I love talking to the builders about the market and what's going on in the way they see the market. In fact, just a week or so ago, I posted something on my Facebook. I was kind of trolling a little bit. No, I don't call it trolling, but I posted the permits for Albuquerque, the single family home housing permits pulled, and so that there's a chart, and it shows the big spike up in 2020, and a lot of permits got pulled, but then it's dropped off and it's continued to drop off. So we're just not seeing as many permits pulled. And so I said something along the way of, come on, builders, step it up. Let's get some more homes going here. And
jokingly,
and kind of, yeah, tongue in cheek for sure. And I understand they're doing all they can. And it was really interesting thread in hearing from some of the builders and some of the challenges they have in getting projects going in our market, which is unfortunate.
Anyway, beautiful weather, great weekend to go and visit some homes. A lot of the homes that are open will have the builder there or a builder's representative, and oftentimes a lender. So you can kind of talk about what the lending is like, especially if you want to build custom, maybe buy land and have a custom home built, or maybe you already own the land and you need to find the builder that you want to work with. And a lot of times the lenders are there to talk about loan programs, because doing a loan for new construction is very different than going and buying a house that's already done. So good opportunities to meet people and find out what you love, or just go see the new design trends. I remember, Tego, how many times have we changed
so
a paint color or found some design trend and we went, wow, we need to do that.
No, it's fun. It's fun to go out and do that. And, it's a great weekend. Just go look at a few homes. It's fun.
The other thing that's going on, I know the Parade of Homes, Sun Mountain is usually a Corrales builder. I don't know. Is there house in Corrales? But anyway, the Corrales Arts Crawl is also this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Where
I totally forgot about
artists
that. That's
open.
this weekend.
That's this weekend. Beautiful weather scheduled. They open up their artist studios in their homes or wherever they have their studio throughout Corrales. Some of them just set up in somebody else's office building and put a sign out. But that's online too. Just do Corrales Art Crawl. Arts Crawl.
We've supported and sponsored that now for many years. It's a great event. Get out and see some of our local artists and enjoy Corrales, and stop at Ex Novo, which is such a cool place now that we have down in Corrales for
if you haven't done that,
beer garden. There's a beer garden. Let me just say that.
If you haven't done that, it's big grassy lawn, and people come and they bring their kids, and the kids bring their little soccer balls or frisbees, and the parents sit at picnic tables and things and chit chat and have a drink, and kids play, or people bring picnic blankets and food for the kids and things, because they usually have a food truck or two there, usually on the weekends and busier nights. But they allow you to bring in food. Some of the local restaurants in Corrales will allow you to call and they'll deliver it to you at Ex Novo. So
one of the great, many great beer brewers we have in the Albuquerque area, but in that rural setting of Corrales. The thing that's cool about that, it's on the site of the old territorial house, which people that have been around here a while know about the old tea house in Corrales. And
right.
It was a landmark. Had a fire, and anyway, they're on that site now. So go check that out. Okay, Tracy, switch gears here a little bit. This may sound like deja vu to some people, because we just talked about this a little bit ago, which was your notice of value from the tax assessor. And Sandoval County, Valencia County, Torrance County, they all sent theirs out here, I don't know, a month or two or so ago. Well, Bernalillo had some issues in getting it done. I don't remember exactly the thing. I think it had to do with the turnover in the assessor's office and just a new person coming in. So anyway, it was delayed, but the new tax assessments are out for Bernalillo County.
So these are the assessed value notice of updates, right? So these are what the assessor's office is going to value your property at for when the bill comes out later this year, right?
Right.
So this is the opportunity when you get that in the mail to open it and go, did it go up? And is it okay, right? By law, an existing property that hasn't sold can only go up 3% a year. But if you purchased a new property in Bernalillo County in the last, year of 2022, that sale price was sent to the assessor's office, and then they reassess the property at the new value, so it can go up more than 3%. But if you get a tax estimate and you feel like it's too high, you do have an opportunity to protest it, and all the information is on that paper, and there's a code on that paper that's only on that paper to look it up and stuff and to protest. It's not on the website on your notice of value or anything. It's only on that piece of paper they mail out. So if you need to protest it, that's all the information of how to do that is there. There's also companies that'll do that for you if you want, but you have to be careful too, because let's say you bought a new property last year and you paid $400,000 for it, and the assessor's office values it at $380, and you say, "Oh, that's too high. My neighbor's house is less," and blah blah blah, and you protest it. They can raise it up even above what they already told you they were going to value it at. So you don't want to do it if you're not sure.
Yeah. And Tracy, if somebody wants help valuing their property,
yeah, we can do a market analysis for you, because the assessor's office is looking at comparable properties like yours within maybe a mile radius, similar quality, and we can pull, because with our real estate affiliation with the multiple listing service, we can pull real data, because New Mexico is a non-disclosure state, so there aren't sold prices online.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, if you need help with that, and the other thing is that there's a timeline on this to protest, right?
I think you have 30 days from when they sent them out.
30 days is what I understand. So yeah, if you get the notice in the mail and you look at it and you go, well, it looks like the value is about right, then you're done. There's nothing else to do. But if you feel like the value is way out of whack, you do have an opportunity to protest it with the tax assessor. And in this case, we're talking about Bernalillo County,
because the other counties already came out a while back.
Yes, exactly. Tracy, mortgage rates. Always want to hit on mortgage rates each week because that is such a big driver. In fact, somebody, a listener, posted on our YouTube last week talking, and I was saying how mortgage rates have last week I was talking about how mortgage rates have a larger impact than price appreciation. And I mean, I guess I have to take that back a little bit, because the point is, a 1% change in your mortgage rate gives you about a 10% change in your home price.
Purchase price value.
Exactly.
It means you 10% less than what you previously qualified for at a lower rate.
Exactly. So mortgage rates, can have a very big impact on your payment, right? So that I hope that made sense. I did an explanation on YouTube, what I was trying to say, and hopefully it came out. But the thing is, last year we went from 3.5% at the beginning of the year to 6-7%, and we're right now today hovering around 6.5%. So we've had this unprecedented move in mortgage rates over the last year. So, and at the same time, we've had an unprecedented increase in home prices in the last 3 or 4 years too, right? So there's some challenges out there from a affordability and housing, just price of houses. And at the same time, home prices have continued to go up.
Yep. So Tego, another topic real quick. I know it wasn't on your list, but I remembered I wanted to talk about it. We work with a lot of people relocating to our area, kind of the whole central New Mexico area. And one of the things we would love assistance with is send us some of your favorite things of what we can tell people about that you love when they come and they're relocating here. We get people who come for a week trip. Maybe they're relocating to Kirtland Air Force Base and they have what they call a PCSing trip.
Mm-hmm.
So permanent change of station.
Yeah.
And they get time to come and look at the market and find a property to live in, whether it's a rental or a house. And a lot of times we're assisting those people, but usually they have extra time to do some exploring, and we tell them the same things all the time. So we'd love for you to send us a note somehow, call us, tell us what some of your favorite things are. I know one of mine has been closed for a while, and it's Tent Rocks. I don't know how to say the long name anymore, but Tent Rocks is amazing. And the last few
Okay, if somebody
times,
knows what's going on with Tent Rocks and why it's been closed,
their website just says still for
send us a
COVID.
note. I'm trying to understand, and I mean, we haven't reached out to the Pueblo to find out, but Tent Rocks is such a special place.
And now it's getting too hot to even walk up to the top. It's not that big of a hike, but the sandstone that you walk through is just amazing.
I mean, people that don't know what we're talking about, we should just mention
Google it.
Up by Cochiti, there's this hiking trail that goes through these really cool rock formations. So yeah, it's pretty neat, and it's close to the city. But we've got so many we had some guests in town a few weeks ago, and they took the trail. They went up Tramway and drove toward the La Luz trailhead, but then took the other trail that goes out to the north toward Placitas. And
that's the one that has the TWA crash site that they went. No,
not that
different
one.
one.
Not different one. But yeah, I mean, we've got some really special gems right close to the city.
Or if you run a business, I know last year, and maybe it's still going on, there was the kayaking business that they get in at Bernalillo and they finish at the Alameda Bridge. And I mean, that's something that's awesome to get on the river where there's a lot of water right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw one of the, darn it, what's his name? One of the weather guys on Twitter, he posted a video of somebody with a jet ski in the Rio Grande this week. I thought, wow, that's a lot of water in the Rio Grande this
for
year.
A jet ski.
Yeah, for the jet ski. Tracy, just something that happened this week was kind of interesting. I was invited to talk to some people with HUD at the Greater Albuquerque Association of Realtors. So HUD is Housing and Urban Development, and they're doing a study on the housing market in Albuquerque. And myself and Carrie Traub, who's the president of the association this year, were able to talk to them about what we're seeing in the market and just kind of feet on the street thing. But they're going to be putting out a report here in the next month or two that will probably be a couple months before we see it, but really taking a deep dive into the Albuquerque market, what it looks like, the conditions of the market. So as soon as I hear about that and get it, I'll get it. I saw the one they did for Tucson, and they really do a good job. I mean, demographics and just all kinds of stuff that they really dig into. And us data geeks and data nerds love stuff like that. So.
Well, you were one of the right people for them to talk to. One other thing that happened this past week that was pretty special for a lot of people here was the PGA Championship golf event was going on. Yeah. And it was at Santa Ana Golf Course and Twin Warriors at Hyatt Tamaya. And, it went Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And there was a lot of people in town for that, a lot of players. I think they started with 214 players, and there was 2 cutoffs and things. And we know a lot of people who were out there volunteering to make sure that tournament went really well. Our weather was mostly perfect. There was a little bit of breeze here or there, but it was televised. A lot of beautiful shots of New Mexico. I only caught snippets of the televised matches and things, but what a special treat to have that visit our area. I mean, think of all the people that it brought to our community.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, that's good. I just remind everybody, this is Tego and Tracy Venturi with Venturi Group of Real Broker in Albuquerque. You can call us at 448-8888. Thrilled to always be here on KIVA for 9 years, talking about what's going on in the real estate market in Albuquerque on Saturday mornings. You can catch us on YouTube and Facebook as well. And last thing, our website, welcomehomeabq.com, and all kinds of good goodies there. Obviously, listings, homes for sale, just listed properties. I have a real-time feed of homes as they come on the market, because that's kind of the market we're in right now, right? You really have to be watching for that property and have a realtor out there working for you to make sure of those properties if you're looking.
Totally. So it's going to be a great weekend here. Get out and enjoy it. There's growers markets and farmers markets and the art crawl, studio tour. There's parade of homes. And if you want to see specific homes, just call us. We can arrange a private tour for you.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks for listening. And we love to be here and appreciate you all so much.